What's up, Instagram? This is week 6. Damn, week 6 already of InBeatWin conversations. What is this telling you? We were telling your follower. Okay. So today we have a really special guest, but before we get into our guest, just a little bit of recap of our InBeatWin collection, and so we are. What's up, Luke? We are gonna be dropping. Actually, pre-orders will start next week, and we're gonna be dropping our collection on InBeatWin. And so the story of InBeatWin is week 7. Is it week 7, Luke? I thought it was week 6, but it might be week 7. And so next week we're gonna be dropping the pre-orders. And so the idea is of the message of InBeatWin is that if you are able to remain in beat, you will be able to win one day at a time. And what does in beat mean? It's just simply the idea that we are sync into our inner self and remember what are the small things that actually matter. And when we have a really difficult day and we're able to go home and put your head on a pillow and have somewhere to sleep and there's beat inside of you, you've won that day, and so you have a story to tell the next day. And the idea is that sometimes we get caught up with all these other beats all over us, which can be for athletes becoming professional, being recruited, having an exceptional day at practice, and so we let those other beats dictate. And sometimes we will have exceptional practices, sometimes we won't have great practices. But again, if you have beat inside of you, the story continues, and so there is still hope, and you're not defined by your best performance or by your worst performance. You're defined by continuing to be in beat. It might be week 6, either way it's gonna be a good one. That's right, Luke, today's gonna be a good one. I'm so excited for us to hear Abra. Honestly, Abra has helped me in some of the most difficult times in my life. He says he is a sports psychologist, which he is, but honestly, I think he's more of a soul healer. And when you speak to him, there's something in your soul that just gets restored, but you guys will be able to hear it today. And yeah, and so we talked about the idea of when you go to the doctor, and no matter how mild, how severe the injury or the sickness may be, the first thing that they do is they check your pulse. And so they are more worried about what's going on inside of you than necessarily the expression that's coming outside of you. And so it's interesting that whenever our beat is off, that means our heart is a bit off. And if the beat is really, really off, the only way to put it back into the right rhythm is by electrifying us back into the regular beat. And so how many times has life actually electrified us back into beat? Not too long ago, or we're still in COVID, and so COVID allowed us to value and cherish more of the little things. And I think that was a big it was a big moment when we were electrified by life and put us back into an essential and original beat. But Abra should be jumping on in in 1 minute. He should be jumping on. He is a former player at UMass Lowell. He currently plays in Division II of the Croatian League. And I'm just so excited for you guys to hear. Luke, your brother coming on today or no? We'll just give Abra about another minute. Honestly, so Abra is not big on social media. I wonder if he's even gonna figure out how to go on live. Let me just try to find him. But yeah, while Abra gets in, we're gonna have t-shirts and we're gonna have hoodies. We're gonna have white, black hoodies. We're gonna have white, black t-shirts, and all of these will be part of the InBeatWin collection. And so we're gonna be posting more pictures of we have some models. Some of you know some of these models, but it's gonna be interesting. Hold on, I think I'm missing. What's up, Blaggy? Yeah, that's where Abra plays. Sapreskic, 2nd division. There you go. I'm still working on my Croatian. The only thing I know how to say is Dovardan, and Ponet. Blagi, what is Ponere? Ponedejak? No. Postras Vima. What does Postras Vima mean in Croatian? Am I getting it right? I did try. Let me check on Abra. I can see that he's typing to me right now. We'll see what. I hope the link. Wait. I think Abra is trying to go on Zoom. Yes, bro. Alright, we got technical difficulties with Abra. We just give him a couple minutes. Let me see if I can call him through here. This is uncut. We're gonna call Abra over here. Well done, Luke. Gato. What's good, bro? So here he is, but he's on the wrong screen. Gato, can you go on? Say that again. Okay, so just do you know how to go live?
It shouldn't be that complicated.
Yeah, yeah. It's just you just gotta hit the live that we're on Infinite Ballers, and then you should get What's up, Gilly? You should get There's a button where you can request to jump on the call.
Do you hear me well though?
Say that again.
Hear me well?
I hear you. I hear you well. Abra, war with yeah. Blaggy's over here making fun of your war with technology.
Classic. That's a classic.
Abra still doesn't know how to use iPhone. I think Abra still got a BlackBerry. He's trying to go on a BlackBerry.
That would be true like in a while ago. But here I am, I guess I'm all good now.
You all good? Alright, so can I hang up here?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Alright, Abra has been found somewhere in Zagreb, maybe? Alright. Abra, can you? There you go. Sion? Abra? There he is. I can't see you though. Abra, Luke's been waiting for you since the season 1 of the curriculum. Oh, you didn't hear me. Can you hear me?
I can hear. Yeah, I'm
You can hear
hearing
me?
you well.
Perfect. No, Luke has been waiting for you. I don't know if you can see the chat. He's been waiting for you since season 1 of the curriculum to hear your voice again, man. How are you?
He's waiting to roast me.
Yo, Luke roasted us all on the first day. You remember when he asked you if what time it was? Because it looked like you were sleeping. I feel like Abra can't. Can you hear me, Abra?
No. Yeah, I'm kind of getting you with the delay.
Okay. It might be your Wi-Fi. How about now?
No, but on video call it was great.
On
But
video
I
call
hear
is
you
great.
well now.
But here you hear me
Yeah.
well? All right, we got
Now
all
I can
your,
hear you.
all right, we got all your fans. All right, first of all, I gotta ask, what does your Instagram name mean? Goosepon?
Gospon. It means it's a mister. It's like it's a name like in the group, in my group, like that we call each other. It's like a mister, like a cute name for a mister. So it's like
Kid
Mister,
name.
Mister. So yeah, so
Interesting.
I wrote it down and like as a joke.
All right, fair enough. I had no clue what it meant. So we're just talking about our collection, InBeatWin. You were part of our curriculum, obviously. Abra is one of our co-founders, actually. How did I not introduce you like that? And so in our curriculum, the phrase "in between" came about, and so this is this idea that if you're in beats, you're able to win one day at a time, and just making sure that at the end of the day, if there's beat inside of you, you have won and you have a story to tell going forward. And so we're just happy to have you because I was telling them that you're a sports psychologist, right?
Yeah.
But I was telling them that you although you do that, there's something about having conversations with you that you almost are like a soul healer. And you've come in specific moments of my life in which all I needed was somebody to hear me out, and you after the conversation, I feel that there was some sort of closure or healing just from conversing with you. And so you have this talent that it's just you're able to put words together and make somebody understand and feel a little bit better. And yes, it is psychology, but I think there's something beyond that that you have and you're gifted. So
Thank you so much. I
yeah.
appreciate that, fellas.
And so first we gotta fix Carlos because it's no longer Carlos. It's Andres.
I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. But we'll get right into the question so we don't. I know it's late over there. And so many times in our careers, we go through mistakes, and I feel like sometimes we're part of this essence or this idea that like there's no regrets. And so I feel like when we ignore and we try to put the phrase "no regrets," we actually stomp our growth. And it's actually healthy to look back and see what are some mistakes that I actually did that I wouldn't do again. And so I wanted you to share with us if one mistake comes to mind throughout your career that perhaps you learned from the most that you could share with us.
Yeah, that would definitely be a time where I went play in Italy, in Sardinia.
Okay.
That was one of my roughest journeys ever. Like after that, I felt like I think I needed almost a year to get back from that mistake, like get
Really?
back normally to my functioning. Yeah, it was like I went there with no researching what kind of league it is, what kind of players are
Okay.
playing there, what kind of situation is that. So I just went there because some guy told me it's gonna be like solid pay, and like I was thinking, okay, maybe I go to Italy, I play well there. It's like a low division. It was fifth division.
Yep.
So I was thinking, oh, if I play good, I score a lot of goals, I'm gonna go up because Serie C, that's third division, it's like really good there,
Yep.
and you can really improve. And I got there and it was, oh my God, like just the balls that we were working with, they were like, you can't even buy them in a store. They're so bad. It's like the balls that you get as a commercial, as a, as a gift. Then they're not for playing soccer. That was our practice ball.
Oh my
And,
goodness.
but like
That's
when I was
third
going
division.
through it,
Third division.
no, that's fifth.
Oh, it
Where I
was
went, that was fifth.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Then like that was just the balls and the players. Oh my God, like okay, funny guys, but soccer wise, they were the worst players ever.
But they were
But
great
that's not
people.
even the problem. Yeah, great people. Like nothing. I have nothing against them, but honest to God, that was so bad. But imagine now you know what kind of situation it was like
Yeah.
quality wise. Uh, Before I left, like 2 weeks before I left, I even ended up on the bench. I wasn't even playing in that kind of team. So I was getting hit from all over the place. I felt like everything is like horrible. Like I didn't even get the money that I was promised to
Yep.
get because we were fighting relegation. So like the guy was,
Oh
oh, we don't
my.
have no money and you're not scoring goals. You should be scoring goals. Like I'm not gonna pay you. And I'm there all alone. Like I have nowhere to go. You're on an island. You can't just leave. You know, you have to wait for a ferry.
Oh
It
my
was honestly
goodness.
like that was the worst period of my life. And
Wait,
one day I just
how old
packed
were
my.
you? How old were you?
It was right after finishing college. Right after. So it was 25.
Oh, okay.
Right after.
That was before Lowell. I mean
Yeah, no,
after.
no, after
Sorry, after
Lowell.
Lowell. Oh
Right after
wow.
Lowell, I wasn't even in Croatia for like, I was in Croatia for a month, and right away, boom, I went to Italy. I was like, let me go and like succeed in soccer, you know, I'm gonna go succeed in
Yeah, yeah.
Italy. Oh my God. And
You
then,
try to do a you try to do a Ronaldo.
yeah, but it ended up, oh my God.
It ended
But
up the same.
it ended up the same almost. No, he had like an amazing career. I had a one point and when I was there, like we just came from a game, and I was talking to my mentor, and I was like, what did I do wrong? Like what's happening to me? I was like on a break. That was a complete breakdown at that moment. That was a complete breakdown. And like after that, I came back to Croatia. I just packed my stuff and went in the middle of the night basically, and
You just
went to
left.
a ferry. I didn't, yeah, because the guy wasn't paying anything to me, and he told like he was really connected with police there because it's a small place.
Hmm.
So he started to threaten me or whatever, like being mafia guy.
Oh
I
my
just went
goodness.
in the middle of the night. Yeah, I
You
just
can't.
went
You,
in the middle of the night. Yeah, but after a while, like I said, it almost took a year to look at that situation with some love, with
okay.
what was I given from that situation, and oh my God, it really uh, taught me the most, about myself, about soccer, about values I have in life, on what I put value on, So the hardest the hardest one was basically the biggest one, like the best one.
Interesting.
I
Interesting.
wouldn't change it for nothing now. I wouldn't change it for nothing because I don't know, nothing hurt me so much, but nothing gave me so much, if that makes sense.
Yes, yes, yes. I agree. And yeah, and it's just part of the beat. When you look at the beat, at the EKG beat, it has to be going up and down. If it's straight, you're actually dead, right? Um, and
Yeah,
it's
I actually I actually have a new view on that I was thinking about, and I would love to hear what you guys say about that. But it's almost the same as AKG, it's just a different view on it. It's not as a line as it is a spiral, And for me at least, since I've been playing for a long time and I have a lot of seasons behind me, I really find a lot of similarities, not just in season in soccer, in my life generally in the people I meet, the discussions I have, like fights I have, something that hurts me. It's pretty similar to what I've been going through, and it's almost like, okay, it's similar, but this is a harder level, and it's almost like
it's a s-
it comes back around.
but is
Yeah,
it like
and yeah, and as you improving through life, and as you're learning, you're learning through life, you're basically climbing that spiral. And here you might think, oh, it's really bad, but here, oh, it's getting better, and it keeps moving because it's always
yeah,
you're not, almost as time, like when you go into a talk of time and how it's not like a line,
yeah, 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 yeah.
as it's almost the same, like, so it's similar, you're in a spiral in the one spot, but it basically just you're turning,
It just goes,
and and
wow.
and you just, yeah, that's just
This is
a new idea maybe.
this is what I'm talking about when I say Abra comes in and just messes up your mind and takes you to a whole other dimension.
uh,
Um, okay, so okay, we're done with this collection. We're just gonna go into Spyro. We're just gonna put Spyro on the hoodies on the hoodies instead.
yeah, no, it's
Spyro.
honestly, it's a good idea. I'm thinking about it for the last few days, and like I'm thinking about the seasons I had, like my last season in the second division in Croatia. Oh my God, you would be scared if I went into detail of how similar it is in so many ways, and how
Hmm.
the lesson that I'm getting, that I have to pass, it's almost the same. It's not the same. It's just different
Different
actors in it.
characters. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly, exactly. But it's asking me, okay, let me see if you pass this lesson. Let me see how well you're gonna deal with this lesson. Maybe I didn't
Yeah,
pass it back then. Maybe I passed it, but not with a good grade or whatever. But it's almost
that
like,
is
now I can circle around.
that is so good because so many times we feel that this happens so often that we feel that the place we are at is the problem, and we go to another place and it's still us and it's the same problem, and it's not
Yeah,
necessarily the place, is that the problem is with us, and everywhere that we go it's going to end up looking very similar. It's until you fix something within you that maybe you start to spiral a little bit higher as opposed to just spiraling in the same place. But that's such an interesting way to look at it. um wow. Okay, so we got season 4, 5, and 6 right now, with Aura. But let's go into the next question because we could go on this forever.
Yeah, I know
Listen,
it was also like not go into so much depth with you because I could,
yeah, yeah,
we could, but I just wanted to give you like my thoughts and maybe somebody will go with it and
yeah.
find something for themselves.
No, I feel you, bro. I feel you, and I mean, this is what this is for. I mean, above all, it's just to connect, have coffee. We never actually get to sit and have coffee. We're so far. But the next question is, and I guess it has a little bit to do with a difficult moment. And so this is more of how inside of that stage, and it could be a different example, but how are you when things aren't going well, when it's just you're working hard, but things are just not going your way. You as a striker, you just like are missing sitters that you put in the back of the net any day. How do you get yourself to still enjoy the process in the middle of these difficult moments?
Well, that's a really good question. I'm gonna answer it in a way that you guys maybe get a lot from it because when I wasn't like this for a long period of my career, and I'm saying this here from a point of view where I played a lot of seasons.
Yeah.
Back when, like maybe my first 5 seasons of senior soccer, like of like senior soccer, right? Like where,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, like 5 seasons, I wasn't looking at it this way, and I really had a bad time dealing with those situations that you're saying. Like I really didn't know how to get out of it, and if it was good, I was happy, and if it was bad, I was in a mess. So I was my emotions were connected straight to my results. But now for the last like I would say 5 or 6 years, this is not easy, and it's not like I'm doing it 100% because I think it's impossible. We're emotional beings. But what really pulls me through is connected to the EKG and the spiral, and just my faith that uh, this is all not a coincidence and that I have lessons to learn. And if I'm not gonna do it now, then it's gonna come back again because I can't skip classes. You can't go to third grade if you didn't pass the first grade or second grade. You have to pass your lesson. So how are you passing your lesson? It's not about scoring 10 goals. It's about being grateful for what you got, the experience you got. If you're not grateful for that situation, and if you don't go through it, um, if you don't go through it without accepting it, it means you didn't pass it, because we have an idea we have to succeed in whatever we do, like, oh, the top of this, top of that, number one. But it's not about that. It's about the experience you have and how you deal with it. There's
Yes.
a quote from a book, a really good book, 40 Rules of Love, and it's about Sufis. Those are like monasteries who are walking around and learning from life.
Yeah.
And he said Sufi is grateful for what he got and what he didn't get. So he's grateful
Hmm.
for everything.
For everything.
And so how am I dealing with the situations that are really rough? I'm not going to say, oh, I'm happy and I'm grateful. No, of course I'm sad and I would wish it would be different. But in the back of my mind and what I'm keep repeating to myself, look, I really want to be a balanced and happy person. How am I going to get to there? Is by accepting whatever happens. I don't want to connect my happiness to whatever is happening around me. So that's what I'm doing. When it's really hard, I just say to myself, this is a lesson you have to go through. I'm going to accept it now. I'm going to be grateful for it now because I'm ready for
Wow.
a new stage. That's
You hit, yeah, that's good. You hit two really powerful words, that one, acceptance, and two, gratitude. And I think those two in any situation, the good ones and the bad ones, those are the ones that are going to take you to a better version of who you are. And I think in the curriculum we talked about, if you don't come upon everything with gratitude, you're going to become resentful. And it's almost like you're going to start to hate yourself in all your past, and you start to hate the situations, but you're actually hating yourself. And I think it's so powerful to accept yourself as who you are at this moment in stage, and then that would allow you to be grateful for the event. So I think you hit it right on with those two words: accepting who you are as a person, and then that will allow it to transmit into gratitude of the event. Is that kind of where you were taking us?
Exactly. No, exactly. And to connect it to the first question, when I was leaving Italy, I didn't have those two, and that's what got me to a place where I needed a long time to get over it. So it
Wow.
wasn't the situation; it was the lack of acceptance and gratitude towards the situation that got me in all those bad
Wow.
places I was. And
Wow.
after you realize that, you ask yourself, so is it the situation or is it me? Because after the season was done, it was done. I could have be like, okay, I'm not happy this happened. Obviously, I would want it different, but I have to accept it because it happened, and I'm grateful because I got a lot from it. So let's move
Yeah.
on. But no, I was, like you said, resentful for my past, resentful for my mistake because I was blaming myself. Why did I even go there? And it's all
Yeah.
bad stuff. So
Wow. Wow.
if we could
That's
do
so
that,
good. And the
yeah,
thing
if we
is,
could, go ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
And I was gonna say, I love this game in virtual settings. I was gonna say that it would happen at 25, and like all the players that are significantly younger, and if they can tap into this, I think their potential explodes. Even from just I want to go to this club or to this club because it might give me a better chance, and you're gonna take the same issues that you have in one club to the other club if you haven't accepted yourself or been grateful for where you are. And it's not to say you don't move on in different clubs, but it's just the mindset that if you're able to where you are, accept it and be grateful for it. That's the first step to then looking at should I stay here? Should I move on? What were you gonna say, Abra?
No, exactly. And I think I was trying to say without those two, like basically, you're not giving yourself a fighting chance. You know,
Yeah,
it's just gonna be
you're gonna be
uh,
stuck in that.
yeah, you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be dependent on how the wind blows. If it blows you to a good place and a good statistic or whatever, you have luck.
Yeah,
Great, I'm happy. If it blows you in another way, you're depressed. And
yeah,
that's not the
yeah.
way you want to live your
I agree. You'll be chasing the wind. Imagine the feeling of just
Exactly. No,
chasing. Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
cool. All right, let's go to the last question because, bro, we could honestly go all day. All right, the last question. We talk a little bit about the difficult moments, how to deal with the difficult moments. Now we just let's detach a little bit from, or maybe your answer will actually be connected to these. But when you look at your football career so far, what is one thing that you cherish the most from this time with the sport?
Just just the experience of it. Like as I'm going through it, I'm getting to um, I'm getting to see how the experience it is. Like you heard it many times, and it's almost a cliche now. Enjoy the journey or whatever. You heard
Yeah,
it thousands of times, but after a while, it really is. You see, it's the truth. I know it sounds corny or whatever, but like when I think about it, like there are so many beautiful moments I had. There are so many difficult moments that I had, and it wouldn't be fair to any of those to say, okay, this is the one. It's
yeah,
just not fair. It's because like it was me going through all of it, and all of that made me who I am today. All of that made me to look deeper into life, to look deeper in relationship with people I have. So without that happiness and sadness that I got from soccer and just being a player, uh, I don't know how. Like I'm thinking, how would I live? Like if I didn't have that, what would drive me to explore myself, to better myself in so many ways, nutrition, mentally, physically, whatever I try to get
yeah,
there, and it made me who I am. Because maybe I would just sit on my ass and do nothing. You know, maybe I would just go out and drink or whatever. Okay, I don't judge that. It's a choice. If you enjoy that, it's okay. But it's
yeah,
not something for me. And I think it gave me so much more. And I used to say when I was younger, like soccer owes me because I gave so much. But it doesn't owe me nothing. It gave me so much more that I can't even see it yet. So I think I'm still exploring what I got from soccer. So and not just soccer, just the experience of trying to become a professional. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna say that goal against St. Francis or going to college, or I'm not gonna say anything like that
yeah,
specific. I'm just gonna say my experience
yeah.
that I got.
That's yeah, and that's I mean that's why I love talking to you because you're able to take one question and deconstruct it with a better answer to a complete, almost different question. But I guess when the question is what do you cherish so far in your career, and you say the experience, I think Gilly said, where was this mentality when AJ was trying to turn you into a bodybuilder?
I was too young. I was too young
Yeah,
there.
we definitely
Yeah,
needed
that,
gratitude when it came to AJ.
no, no, no. Like you can say I had acceptance and I had gratitude, and that gave me the power to change things. And next year we didn't lift so hard. So there you go. Nothing can change until you accept the situation. Remember, Gilly,
Yeah.
nothing can change. So you obviously accept it. So and I acted on the problem that I had, and there you go. But we weren't quite there,
Bro.
like you said. Honestly, we weren't quite there yet. So today, if I saw her again, I wouldn't be so like angry at her, but I still wouldn't be doing
Yeah.
that so heavy lifting, you know. But I'm sure I would find a better solution for both of us than I did there. But like I said, that's the experience, you know.
Yeah, that is. And I guess
I
that's
know
the word that you go ahead.
now. I know, like I have a situation where you have two opposing opinions, and now you know how to find a better solution. Not to fight, but to find a solution where you both can live together. You know.
Yeah, bro, we could go on. Two opposing opinions. We can go on a whole conversation just by those two.
Yeah,
Gilly
that's a
said
completely
yeah. Gilly said he was your partner. He remembers
yeah.
you guys talking.
Remember.
I can't
Yeah,
imagine being.
he pulled me through all of those like 6 a.m.s. Well, not 6 a.m.s. We were there at 7, but like when we got up and I was dragging my body there, and I was like, oh, why am I
Bro,
doing this? And he was like, let's
bro,
go, baby, let's go.
bro. Gilly pulled I lived with him for 2 years. He would bring so much joy in the worst moments, bro. The amount of jokes that this kid would, in the worst moments, we could have lost the game. I could have been doing horrible at home, and then Gilly's just out there like, "Yo, what's good? What's good, Andres? Let's do this. Let's cook." I was like, "Gilly, let's cook. All right, let me." Um, so Gilly always got that Brazilian jinga and joy in him. Um, Okay, so the last question, I guess we'll just go with the word experience, because you summed everything up, and it's almost like you can't pick one moment, you just pick the whole moment of your career. And I think that's a beautiful way to answer that question, because you just don't allow the moment to end, and you're in a constant cherishing state, which is what I got from your answer. I need to join this thing one day. Yo, we gotta get Gilly on this. Oh my goodness, bro. We had one more week left, but we might have to extend it. Albert, I think you took the in-between into a whole other level. I think we're gonna have to go create more shirts and more hoodies, because after whoever listens to this conversation, they're gonna get one for themselves, for the whole family. Bro, I appreciate so much your knowledge, your wisdom, and my soul always feels so much better every time I have a conversation with you. I know that we said acceptance, gratitude, and then the whole experience. Is there any other one thing that you would like to let anybody take away from this conversation?
Yeah, I would put gratefulness about everything. Gratefulness for everything that happens, because it cannot happen by coincidence. So if we all had just gratefulness for everything that's happening, I think we would save ourselves from so many pains that it would be unmeasurable.
That's good.
So just gratefulness, something I feel we all lack.
That's
You
good.
know, like just
That's good.
end of the day and say, you know, how many things you take for granted? Getting up from your bed,
Mm,
eating, walking, just that. Be happy as a bird, you know. Like
yeah, bro. And you
that's
live that, yeah. You're an expression of that. And so I think every day when you go to bed, just thinking back, and if there's beat inside of you, there must be gratitude, regardless of how hard or how good the day was. If there's beat inside of you, you must be grateful, because you got a story to tell the next day again. And so Abra, thank you so much for elevating in
I
between.
appreciate this one.
No, this was so for the soul. Whoever listens to it is gonna be transformed a bit. We love you so much, man, and we will be in touch. All right, bud.
Love you too.
Take care. Man.
Bye.